Yeah, yeah. And so that's what we overlay the maps, and then you just go to export, and it asks you, hey, how do you want to export it? Export as one file is displayed. You can export one map individually, however you want to do it, whatever folder you decide to save it in. So it's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. What I didn't go over was this, file, right? The save as, save EDS data set. That's all, save as, right? You're going to save the Spectra as a .xxp extension and shooting it out as a JPEG. So it's the same for everything. File, save as, same exact thing as save, and then file, save EDS data set. That's our next one. And then new, open, and if you were looking at something to like print, for instance, like that, there's your print preview of just the Spectra. If you were back at your home again, and if we were to analyze this Spectra, so like if we go, we're in the Spectra window here, so let's go Spectra window, let's go stop. So if we want to analyze, the print preview will look a little bit different.
Right, the JPEG is just for viewing, right?
That's all it is, viewing.
Yeah.
Strictly for viewing. That's why it's saving it as a .xxp extension in our bundle, so then you can manipulate.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why it's doing 2 saves in 1. So it's real powerful because of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we press on, interactive help again, let's go back, and then working with line scans is basically the same thing. Select the element you want it to line scan. So it's telling me what elements do you want me to line scan. Okay, I've already got them selected, so if I wanted to add like aluminum, it adds AL as well, right? Or I can just remove aluminum, so I get rid of it, right? So then I get rid of that, so the elements have been selected, and then realistically all I need to do at that point is acquire the line scan. So it's going to come down through, it's going to take a picture of it, and then it gives me, I could draw a line, and it takes the beam right across that line. But it drops down the SEM image first. It seems to have pretty much stabilized for us too now, Alex, after we reset it.
Yeah.
I think initially it was the outgassing of the alcohol. So that's finished. Okay, so now it gives me this window up here, Alex. See this little guy right here? So I could grab this guy, and if I bring it up here, see it gives me a dash. If I left click my mouse and drag this anywhere and let it go, let's say if I let it go there, it'll automatically go in and take a line scan right across that area. So right now, it finished. So in my line scan, so if I go view line scan data, if I move this window down, it's a flowchart, just like view line scan data. So if I start to the left, if I left click in any one of these windows, left click in that window, see how it throws up a hash mark? If I drag that, it follows the hash mark right there I should be highest copper. Where's copper? Copper's here, so copper should be high. It is, right? So if I keep following this line, like right there, it's saying, oh, carbon is high, great, right? So it's following along the line scan. So it's a nice feature as well. So let me just right click, we'll go to its property. I'm going to change your line scan properties. I'm going to make this acquisition a little bit longer because I like this at 512. So that's going to acquire a lot longer, so that is the default. I like that better, great. So that's going to take a little bit longer. And then I can also overlay line scans. So I can take rhodium, for instance, if there was any rhodium there, go see, already had it a little bit, and I can throw that to the right, give it a color like yellow, say okay, and go carbon, give that a color, throw it to the right, give that a color red, okay, and then I just go overlay on image, and that's the overlay. So carbon, wherever it's high, it's going to give me a high, and the rhodium is giving me a high as well. I'm trying to follow along through. But again, I acquired this very, very quickly. So you got a lot of stuff here, but realistically, in all intents and purposes, and this is, same thing for you, Mark, realistically, the software opens as such. This is how it opens, from scratch. Yeah. So it's like, what do you want to do? I just want to collect the spectrum. There's your spectrum. Okay, I would like to ID the spectrum. Click Auto ID, hit stop, and the calculator's live, analyze. Done. Bang, there's your numbers. Very quick. I would like to collect an image. So you go back to your home, collect an image, and there's your image. Or you could do it using interactive, Alex. The software opens again as such. You can go, what would you like to do? I'd like to work with Spectra. I'd like to acquire a Spectra. I'd like to ID the Spectra. I'd like to analyze the Spectra. I'd like to add text to the Spectra. I'd like to export the Spectra. See how the interactive help takes you step by step through everything? Yeah. And if I go back, images. I'd like to acquire an image. I'd like to annotate the image. I'd like to do image right, and then you have all your individual analysis modes too. There's a lot there.
Too many choices.
The X-ray system is seriously, it's a serious package.